Oh, chilly up here. Hi guys, gals, women, and children. How are we doing? Yes, I know. It's happening. It's really happening. I'm up here. It has been, I'm not one for justifications. I never have been. I just never liked hearing them, and I never liked saying them. And I think it's because I never liked hearing them. That's why I don't do them. I'm not going to justify it. I haven't been here in a while. Up in the room, I haven't done a lot of drum stuff lately. It is what it is. That's all I can say. I'm not, because if I had said, oh, I've been busy, that's a justification right there. As soon as I say it, so forget it. I'm not into it. I'm not going to justify it. I'm up here because I want to be. And we've been cutting trees like mad. And I just got to get a fire going here. So I've never really brought you guys into the process. This is what we do every time we come up here. There we go. We start a fire. That's our first thing first. You always start small. If you got any doubts about your wood, any doubts at all about your wood being like, you know, any bit like not dry at all, just take it down really small. Okay, so there, nice little tinder like that. This just should blaze right out. So how's my drum friends been doing? For starters, how the heck are you guys? Man, you know, it's interesting when I don't do the drum stuff, obviously. My comments change to all the tree stuff. One guy, a new subscriber, great guy, getting into vintage drum restoration, which is such a fulfilling thing to get into. If you're ever thinking about doing it, it's just a wonderful thing to get into, and I think Brian's understood it, and he's understanding how much how fun it can be and how much money he can save by doing it on his own. It wasn't a money issue for me. It was I just love them so much, eh? I mean, you guys know that. I love the old stuff. But he makes a good point. I guess if you think about it that way, it does save you money. So good for you, Brian. If you were spending money on doing this stuff, then good for you. That's awesome. Brian's got a new channel started. I was his first subscriber. So listen, pal, thanks for the shout out on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to get Brian's name because I want to do a shout out to, I think it's Brian Rimmer, R-I-M-M-E-R, but I'm going to double check because I want you guys to go and give him a thumbs up and check out his video on the old. He's an Olympic and a Premier guy. So if you like Olympic and Premiers, this guy's a diehard. He's all about it. He's from England, I believe, or don't get me wrong, I don't know where he's from. So he's got the accent, the cool accent I like. So you know, he talks like you know, magic and all that stuff, eh? He's a good guy. Let's get this thing roar, okay? But I'm going to double check on that Brian's name, okay? And get over there and give him a subscribe, help him get started on that drum channel. He's getting into restoring the vintage stuff. So I told him, he subscribed into me a while ago and he asked me to do a snare drum. He said, pull out 10 of your nicest snares. I've never really done stuff like that. Just always kind of, you know, did a little bit of restoration and playing the old vintage drums. But, hey, he subscribed and asked me to do something, and I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to get this fire roaring. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, here we are, guys and gals, women and children. I know that's probably a bright light, and that's like, wow, gleaming off the drums. It probably is. I might have to change that. Anyhow, been a while since I've been up in the drum room. There was a couple of requests a while back, and I got stung on saying, hey, I got, what do you guys want to see? And I said, how about some Gretsch? And I realized I had 2 Gretsch drums in the house. And I even think they're from separate kits. I won't try and kid you. The badges are a little bit different, so they are. But they're both the same drums. Finish, I mean. the truth about this kit. Oh, see, did you notice that? I went to look straight like that because this is a very new angle for me. And it's bright. I'll probably have to change that light. Let me know if it's too bright. I'll know when I go in the house. This kit, I was in at the local music store, and these were lying on the floor, all smashed up. I was actually surprised to see them there, sitting there. I thought, this is odd. This must be, they found these in the ditch on the way to work or something. Seriously, they were, all the T-rods were smashed and bent, but the shells were fine. So I bought them for very inexpensive, and had some parts and fixed them up. And Gretsch make nice drums. There's no question about it. These are beautiful 70s Gretsch drums. The thing about the Gretsch, they have the neat bearing edge. It's a nice bearing edge on the Gretsch drums, I find. Great drums. I'm used to having that tom up there, so playing is actually different for me with this. But I said I would break out the Gretsch drums and play them for one of my subscribers, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm doing it. It may take me a while to get to some of the stuff, but I do. He's probably thinking, holy cow, that was months ago. Not quite months, but definitely a month. So, me and my mom are playing a gig coming up, Plum Chutney, and it's a brush gig. Yeah. That's all I got for you on this one, guys. There I was looking straight ahead again. I'm just coming out of a, kind of like a, I don't know what it was. Lasted about, 48 hours maybe. Heading, whew, tough one. I hope you enjoyed that Gretsch thing. There they sit. It's not a spectacular drum set by any means, but it is a vintage Gretsch that was literally, feels like to me, found on the side of the road. They were smashed to rat shit. Actually, the guy was asking a whole bunch of dough for them, and it was because they were vintage Gretsch. But they were literally smashed up. But what was smashed was all the hardware on the outside. So I offered him something, and he took it, and here they sit. So what would be beautiful, to be honest with you, is a nice tom, a nice 12-inch tom. I'm looking for it. It comes and goes on the big web thing there, you know. Over and out. Thank you so much for your patience on this stuff. Look at me bent over like a weirdo. Anywho, over and out. See you in the trees behind the cat. Buck and Billy Ray.